Drop it.
What's going on, guys? How you doing? How you doing? Hello, DC Fan for Life. Greetings, Invictus Neoput. All right, let's go ahead and check out a Neo. What are you doing, Neo? And we had a traffic light, red dot, the red light, and a put. Now, we always talk about levels and being aware of your levels no matter what time frame you're on. And we have 1081 here. You could see how the wicks came down to at or about this level. And that's telling me, like, you gotta wait for the play to mature. Guys, just because we are using yellow lights does not mean that we vacate the rules relative to the 1348 strategy. Now, as it stands, you do have the cross, but you do have a level. Now you are paying attention to RSI here. As it looks, you do have the MACD coming on down. As long as RSI remains below 50, this play can pay, all right? Now, we get some flickering here, especially on that put signal. Now, what I want to do, especially since we are so close to a level here, guys, is this is when I reference the 1 minute. When we're close to a level, I reference the 1 minute to see exactly what's happening. Now, on the 1 minute, you could see that the bearish momentum on the MACD is getting weaker. You're getting light pink here. You could see price action just hovering around a 13 and bouncing off of this level. Now, what I would like to see again is for the 1 minute to also maintain a bearish trend below 50. You break it here, you have to assume it's broken here, and this is probably not a good setup, not a high probability trade. All right, so I hope you guys can make sense of this. Let's see, winning loser, finished the day up 17% on the portfolio for the day. Winning loser, that is dope. Now, winning loser, I challenge you to walk away. Walk away. Keep your hands busy doing something else. Something else. You figure it out. Good morning, Junior. I took TQQQ puts on a 4-hour traffic light. Thoughts? Okay, let's go ahead and look at TQQQ. And here we are on the 4-hour. My thoughts. Okay, a couple of things here. You have a level at 1871. You also have a 48 here. So the 48 could in fact act as support. What I would have wanted to wait for is the MACD crossing to the downside. And again, RSI not pivoting up, but pivoting down. You should be okay, but understand that your risk is probably going to be 1908. That is your risk, okay? That's where we're at with the TQQQs on the 4-hour. Please be careful. Now, looking at her on the daily we're seeing a different type of argument, although we had a yellow light. It paid us a little bit above the 48, and then we have a rejection with RSI looking like it wants to cross back down below its moving average, right? So your EMA trend is a put. Your EMA, your bias to puts, according to the 1348 Gini, but the RSI is in fact bullish. Now, we have weak bullish. That is the ADX momentum. Weak bullish. The daily is going to set you free, guys. So you got to read this stuff, okay? Going back to the 4-hour, we see weak neutral, right? So it's neutral. It's not bearish. It's not bullish, but we have EMA biased puts, RSI bearish. Okay, so please just be careful with this one. Again, you still have to read the charts and read your indicators as well as the 1348 Gini. So moving along, what else do we have? Winning loser says no more settled funds, so he can't play anymore. Well, I mean, I hope that 18% was big then. Let's see. It is so relaxing sitting on the sidelines just watching this. My focus is normally Spy and Baba, waiting for something to show some moves there. Brian, absolutely. Absolutely. Amen, Invictus. All right. Let's go ahead and look at Apple, and we're going to catch up to what Invictus is alerting. Now, we're going to go ahead and look at Apple as it stands right now. Apple is still in a call trend. You are biased to puts. RSI is in fact bearish. Your ADX momentum is weak bullish. So this is giving you just an idea of really what's happening here. Now, you can chalk this up as literally being sideways price action, okay? Apple not necessarily doing anything actionable until MACD crosses down, prints red, RSI breaks below the 50, okay? So that's Apple. Let's go ahead and look at Amazon. Amazon, what are we doing here? Amazon, okay. Now, Amazon is setting up to be a fairly decent move, just in my opinion, right, guys? This is not financial advice, but you do have a put, and you do have a traffic light that led to a put. The thing is, we are in an EMA sandwich. That is something that concerns me. Let's see if we find a level somewhere around here that would reflect. We do have a level right about here. Let's go ahead and draw that. So there goes our level, and there goes our price action, okay? So ideally, what you would want to do if you're going to play this put side, then your risk could be the 13 to 48 and or the blue pill line. Now, again, it's all about waiting for this to develop. I have high confidence that it will develop to the downside, of which you could play it down to 93.46. All right, let's look at Google. Google. Oh boy. Okay, you see weak bullish here? Weak bullish on the ADX momentum with Google on the 5-minute. That's probably your first clue. Your second clue is your RSI is absolutely cooked. Your rabbits are cooked. You silly rabbit. Okay, so we have traffic lights just moving on up, right? What goes up must come down. And let's see, are we at a level? It has reached a level here. Look at right there. We're going to mark that. And again, this establishes if you're going to play a reversal, then your risk is going to be 93.27. That is your risk. Okay. When RSI is hot, you got to expect it to retrace, especially when we have weak bullish momentum on the ADX. Okay. So let's see here. We are in fact biased to cause with the EMA trend, also biased to cause. So this could literally just be a retracement down to 92.47 or to the 13 EMA. All right. So that's what I'm looking for. Wait for some signs, wait for a yellow dot. But this is looking good. Well, let's go ahead and look at the 1 minute here. What is the 1 minute doing? Now the 1 minute is absolutely filthy, and I'm not too convinced on this, right? Not very, very convinced. Although that yellow traffic light on the 1 minute just set you free. Absolutely. Again, what goes up must come down. You can see how price action did in fact respect this level. So again, this is with the expectation that it's going to come back down, but also please manage your risk, right? That's that. What does it mean when it's cooked? Gabe DL, when it's cooked, it means that RSI is way too hot. In this situation, it is way overbought, okay? You can see how the candles are responding to this level. It just, for whatever reason, at this point, it does not like it, right? So let's see. You should go against Matt Kors. He's live streaming. Him losing money again today. Lord, I poor guy. I don't know. I mean, so that's how you get views these days? You make people feel sorry for you? Oh, he's losing money. Let's send him a super chat. Poor guy. Woo-hoo. Anyways, let's see. We should call Yellow Dot Molly Yellow Submarine as a nickname. Okay, Molly. Christian, behave. We don't want to get swatted here. Let's see. Baba almost at 117. Very overcooked. Very overcooked. We got some well done steak here, baby. All right. Again, you have a level here. You have RSI breaking below its moving average here, right? And we got weak bullish here on the ADX, and RSI is now bearish. Now, you are biased to calls, and the EMA trend is currently a call. So if you're going to play this, maybe you're doing a quick scalp down to the 13 to see if, in fact, it has enough momentum to break the 13 and come down to the 48. Now, if you're going to play this to the put side, then your risk is going to be 116.90. 116.90, right? That is what you're risking it up to. SPY at pre-market low. Let's go ahead and look at SPY. SPY is very, very interesting. SPY is literally causing so many divorces right now. This is wild. As you guys could see, the bottom of that wick did come very, very close to this level here, right? But this put is paying, and you have an MACD cross just waiting to cause even more pain. This is absolutely wild. Now, you're weak bearish here. Why? Because you're consolidating, right? So in a weak bearish type of situation, you would have to look at 37.83 having been your target, and ideally you probably want to get out of this, all right? So let's see, yellow traffic light printing on a 5. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. Tesla, yellow traffic light on the 5. All right, I stand corrected. If Tesla dies, so does SPY, right? That's what happens when you have a threesome with SPY, Tesla, Apple. And you do have a level right here. Let's go ahead and mark it. You have a level at 126.54 right at the bottom of that wick. Now we're waiting for an MACD cross. This is what we're waiting for. The whole entire market is waiting for that MACD cross. RSI doing its thing, giving me confidence on the 5. You are biased to puts now. Price action is below the 200 EMA, but your current trend is a call, which looks like will be ending soon. And you have a weak bullish momentum on the ADX. The 1348 Genie literally spells it out for you. And if I do this enough times, you guys will probably be able to just read the chart and not need me on live stream, so I could go ahead and watch reruns of Care Bears. All right, let's get back to it. What else do we have here, guys? Let's check out community favorite.
NVIDIA.
NVIDIA. And looks like NVIDIA is following the same trend. Everything is coming down to a level, and everyone is simply waiting for that MACD to cross down. Okay. Now, Justin T says, hey, Gabe, so I'm starting with a $100 account on Webull. Should I continue trading, or would I be better off just building the account up? Justin T, okay. You know, I mean, we do recommend, $1,000 minimum. You're starting off super, super, super small. So with that, I think your expectations, not that they're not supposed to be grand, but I think that your growth will be a lot slower. And I think with $100, you should be playing with shares. That's one. My advice would probably be to wax the glory hole, get some knee pads from Walmart, and put some blistics on the lips and get to work, baby. That's my advice to you. I'm just being honest here. However, ways you can add monies to your portfolio, whether it's separating yourself from material things, right? Maybe, yeah, whatever. You got something in the garage, just you're not using, right? There's someone who's going to find value in something that you consider junk. Maybe pick up some Uber fares, get into the gig economy, DoorDash, things like that. I think, there's ways that you can build up your port, right? So that way you can really have your money working for you. Um, yeah, you could be a cam model too. I mean, there's a lot of ways to make it work. I mean, a lot of ways. So again, I think you should be focusing on building your port, man. I'm just being honest. I'm not going to tell you like, oh, $100, you're going to take that from zero to hero. Um, I mean, that's invest in yourself, bro. You're a little too hairy to be a cam model. Well, then you know what? Why don't you sign up for that backyard wrestling there, right? Backyard wrestling. I'm pretty sure they're looking for big hairy men. Looking at Ford, I see there will be a 4-hour cross and want to play it, but it's made a fairly big move already. Should I wait for a relief bounce? Okay, so let's go ahead and look at Ford. Check Ford out. Have you driven a Ford lately? No. Okay, Ford on the 5-minute has paid. You're looking at it on the 4-hour. Your traffic light paid. Your cross is bound to happen. The thing here, let's see. You have 1139 from this level here where it consolidated. Now I'm just trying to find another level for you. Let's see. Where is it currently at? It's broken this level. And you probably have 1178 as your target. That's what I'm looking at. All right. So should you continue this momentum, 1178 it is. All right. That's all I really have for you. I think at this point you can play the cross. I normally don't play the cross on a 4-hour. I'm just being honest with you. Let's see what it's doing on the daily. On the daily, it is also in your favor. So the 4-hour play should pan out, okay? Thanks, Gabe, for the Amazon put. It paid. Done for the day. Dope. Let's go ahead and recap that Amazon play. See what happened here. There you go. Put, level, done. That's it. Traffic light, put, level, done. That's all you need, guys, right? Just follow the system. We don't have to overcomplicate it with our own emotions because our own emotions are limited to our own beliefs. And if we are not knowledgeable, especially in the world of trading, then 9 times out of 10, your belief of the markets is fucking wrong, right? So that's why we go ahead and we remove emotions. Logan H, up 0.9%. Is that a 0.9? Yeah. 2 decent scalps. Dope. Dope and dope, right? Now, let's look at the SPY here. SPY is doing a lot of what everyone else is doing. It's coming down to the level. This put paid. You got the consolidation. The put paid. The trend worked in your favor. Again, you're waiting for that red to start printing on the histogram. And I told you, the SPY just recently caused a lot of divorces. There are going to be a lot of single women out there. So fellas, go ahead and make your money and snatch them up. All right. Is Google starting to reject? Chris Brenneman, is Google starting to reject? Now, I can't give you a straight up answer because, no, I can't give you a straight up answer. Oh, what are you doing here? I'm not even going to answer that for you, bro. Right? The minute you have doubt, the minute doubt is implemented, you go ahead and secure that bag. I am not going to give you any type of commentary on what Google is. If you're expecting it to go up some more, cool. If you're expecting it to reject and play to the downside, that might be the right play. But as it stands, you're waiting for a couple of things. And I'm not going to break that down for you because I think I already did. All right. Patience. Absolutely. You're waiting for it. Okay, cool. You see, you have some weakening here on the MACD, but the ADX momentum is still bullish. Now we want to see that, you know, change a bit. Now RSI is in fact bearish. That's great. If you are going to play it from the level at 93.28, which, I mean, that would have been an optimal play down to the 13, or maybe even down to the level of 92.90, that would have been a super quick scalp and an optimal play, obviously limiting your risk and exposure to the trade here. But as it stands, you just might get that clear-cut rejection coming on down, and I'm here for it. So patience, brother. 8% on NVIDIA traffic light. STV, can I'm going to ask you something, bro. Have you ever traded this filthy in your life? Sure, the VIX. I mean, let's be real. Have you ever traded this filthy in your life? Because I've been seeing your numbers recently, and I'm just like, what did I just make? What did I just create? And, you know, it's like, I'm here for it, man. I'm rooting for you, bro. I'm telling you, you know, I got started late in this game, but STV, he's starting so early. Yeah, this kid's going places. All right, so, yeah, I love it. I love the kid. We have a lot of fun together. Despite that, I'm old enough to be his father, which is wild. That's why I like calling my kid. But when we're together, it's just, man, I don't want to call it like a bromance. It's just like a really, really like close knit, like my best friend kind of guy, right? And it is what it is. How's my port challenge? Well, to be honest, I was at a little over 12,000 yesterday. I probably lost at the end of the day yesterday. I probably lost like $75. So I'm just a little over 12,000. It's cool. It's whatever. I don't really have much time to trade, but I will be making time to trade because STV, now that we have traffic lights, I think it's time for us to do our all-day event. So I could actually trade, bro. All right, man. So let's see. Bardistas, you've made the bridge between a have and a have-nots. You know what? I didn't make shit. All right, Bardistas, don't give me that much fucking credit. I'm going to be honest with you guys, right? I just said, take the step. And you guys said, okay, we'll try. Okay. You guys did that yourself. Okay. We just said, hey, look, you know, in the beginning, it looks like a glass bridge, right? You don't see shit. You're like, uh-oh, what are we doing here? Am I going to lose my ass? But you took that step. It's kind of like, you guys remember that Indiana Jones movie? Oh my God, what was it? Which one was it? But it was actually an invisible bridge that he had to cross to get like the cup. That's essentially what you guys did. And so all credit goes to you. All right. All credit goes to you guys. So yeah, Google is definitely panning out to the downside. Holy Grail. The Last Crusade. Stout. He knows. Yes, it was The Last Crusade. Oh, man. Thanks, you guys. Thank you guys for the assist, as always. Indiana Jones and The Last Crusade. Leap of Fairy. Okay, so what else are we looking at? Reminds me of Squid Games when they have to cross the glass panels. Oh, okay. That SPY breakdown is pretty. Okay, let's go ahead and look at SPY. And the thing is, you guys already know what you're doing. That's the beautiful part. You came down to a level, right? So you could say, all right, be greedy or don't be greedy. Be greedy or don't be greedy. Me, for one, I'm like, well, she gave me more than I deserve, right? Yeah. Really, really interesting. Let's see. Man, should have just used the sand to begin with to get across in that part, Justin. Oh, man, I can see you're really, really, really disappointed about that. Okay, what else are we looking at, guys? Let's go ahead and look at Invictus here, right? So Invictus is batting currently 50%. Two active plays right now. We have Apple and we have Tesla. So let's go ahead and look at Apple and then look at Tesla. Apple is definitely looking for that cross. Tesla, looking at Tesla here. Oh, she crossed, and you got the put. Oh my God, this Tesla play on the 5 minute. If this was the only play you took, this thing is just absolutely barbaric. This is savage. This is cut off the market makers' heads. This is beautiful. All right. Andre, I'll go ahead and check coin. Let's see. William Broderick. Baba, we'll check that out as well. Let's see. James, thank you. Thank you for the compliment. I don't need a bigger head than I already have, because then then she would need lube. All right. Anyways, let's go back to it. Let's see. Tesla was Invictus. Let's see. The Neo Invictus paid. Oh, sweet. Okay, so Tesla struggling here. Where are we? Do we have a level? We're looking for it. Yeah, at or about this level. Let's go ahead and look at the 1 minute, see what happened. On the 1 minute, we actually have something right here. What? All right, guys, you can start going to the 1 minute to look for levels as well. I think it just makes things a lot easier, right? But there goes your level. Mark P. There you go. The 5 minute owns the one. Took some patience, but it made the move. Daily Taylor, yes. Don't look like Tesla has much left, almost to its level. Yes, you can see it right there. Meta. Ooh, Blaze, 31% on an Uber put. Okay. I'm liking that. All right, so Meta. Definitely, if you guys want to fuck around, you're going to find out here, right? I think the play to the upside is effectively over, and you are looking for the move down. So, a couple of things here. Price action to break below, MACD to finally cross, come on down, RSI, get below 50, and see a yellow traffic light. Now, what do we see on the 1 minute? We actually see a convergence of the 13 and the 48 on the 1 minute, which has not happened since market open. This could be interesting, or Meta could simply be stair-stepping its way to heaven here. All right, so just pay attention. I wouldn't chase this any which way until I see that it's really making moves. Right now, it's really struggling. Ryan, good morning. GNS flying. We'll look at that in a second. SPY MACD crossed. Okay, let's look. SPY MACD crossed. What are we looking at here? Then we got GNS. Hold on. Let me check GNS first. I have not. Whoa. Okay. I'm not chasing this, and it's a shit stock. And if you ever bring up another shit stock or penny stock again in my live stream, I'll have one of my mods ban you. It's for your own good, bro. For your own fucking good. All right, anyways, let's go. Neil, we don't do that here. Neil, I don't give a fuck about the JNS CEOs going after naked shorting. Like, yeah, right. I mean, come on. If that's your trading thesis, bro, what I'm going to do is I'm going to purposely short the fuck out of this, right? Because people like you who jump into live streams and like feeding this nonsense to get people hurt, don't do that, man. Don't do that, bro. Like, stop doing that. You're hurting yourself, man. You're hurting yourself. You're hurting the family. And you know what? Your time in the markets, your shelf life, it's gonna be over before it begins. This is nonsense, man. Don't do this. Don't do it to yourself. All right. Anyways, moving on to real moneymakers. Real moneymakers. Let's see. Let's see. Gabe, can you give us? All right. Well, look. Well, look. Let's see. Let's see what's happening. All right. So let's check out a firm. Okay, Wayne. Wayne, how you doing, man? I haven't seen your name in a minute, bro. All right, a firm. Nothing firm about a firm here, but it's just really, you could chalk this up to literally just sideways action, right? RSI bearish, your bias to puts, your EMA trend is put side, your weak neutral. Keep that in mind, okay? I'm probably not even gonna touch a firm. I really don't like this setup at all. Um, let's see. Yeah, it does. I don't like it. It just not a good setup. Miguel Torres says, I was going to say check penny, but there's no penny stock. So check pen. Oh boy. All right, pen. Okay. Traffic light gets you in. You're down at a level. What more do you want? We're done here. I got nothing more to give you. Apple doing her own thing. Let's go ahead and look at Apple. Kelly, how are you, man? I love when you chime in on the chats, bro, because I could see just by what you're commenting that like you have had like a surreal growth with this strategy, man. I could just tell by the things you're saying and what you're commenting on. Let's see. Yeah, Apple wants to do its own thing. So here's another example, right? We go ahead. Let's go to the 1 minute with Apple. I want to see something here. Here we have a level right here. Yeah, we do. Let's go ahead and draw that. Now we go back to the 5 minute, and with Apple, you could see you got the yellow light, and then you got the candle coming all the way down the wick, and then it just rejects, right? This is why we need to be aware of our levels here, so we know we have an approximation as to what our risk and reward is. We had a reversal here. Why did that happen despite MACD thinning out and looking like it's going to cross? And it's all because of the RSI, right? Now, the EMA trend is still in a call, right? The trend is your friend. Although we're biased to puts, the trend is your friend. RSI is now bullish. She may make another run back up to 134.73 and retest it and try to break it. Okay. Let's see. Look at that, man. Kelly. Yeah, up 11% on a year, man. Like, man, I love to see it. I love to see it, man. Tried playing Goog to the downside, got stopped out. Okay. Let's go ahead and see what you were trying to do with Goog. You're trying to play it to the downside, got stopped out. Good. It's a good thing you got stopped out. You see what I mean? You have these levels. You have to establish your risk, especially if you're gonna front run it. Right? No indicators were indicating that we are in a reversal. You just simply said, I'm going to front run it. Now, if you're going to do something like that, if you're going to risk it for the biscuit, then ladies and gentlemen, you better have your risk already established, because you fail to plan, you plan to fail. All right, Parsa says, entered the first yellow light on the 2 minutes for SPY puts, played to exit at pre-market level. You fucking animals. Gabe, MU on a 5 minute seems to be sandwiched between the 13 and the 48 with the yellow dot. The 3 and 1 minute look good. What are your thoughts? Okay, let's go ahead and look at MU really quickly here. And MU? Ooh, okay. All right. Let's okay. Let me recap this. MU on a 5 minute seems to be sandwiched between the 13 and 48 with yellow dot 3. Okay, what are your thoughts? So did you enter on the 5 minute? Did you enter on a 5 minute? As it stands right now, you are looking okay. You are looking okay. What I have liked to see in this situation, yeah, it's traffic lights. Gabe, it's traffic light. Please get it right. I know, right? You guys got me messing up, man. Parsa, 20% no yellows today. That's beautiful. Right, traffic light. There you go. She's still printing for you. Right? You're going to be led into the cross. This is very, very, very possible. Now, ADX momentum is weak and neutral. RSI is bullish, but you're biased to puts, and the EMA trend is currently in a put. So you do have a level right here of which you have to respect. And what's happening here is this candle is probably going to get you to break even. So this is what you probably want to do here, okay? You probably want to defend it down to the 13 or maybe even defend it at the 48, right? That's where you're going to go ahead and close your position. Now, it might be a loss, but if you're playing by the rules, because today is Thursday, you're playing next Friday's expiration, that means you're down minimally, okay? So you're defending it with the 48 or the 13. That's what you're doing. Now, it's looking good. It's looking good, right? Just be aware you do have a level here at 5601. Market is open. Market's popping. Cool. Just joined the website. How do I access the chart if I don't have Discord? Well, you don't need Discord. So if you joined the website, sir, you're going to log in at cloud.trade1348.com. Right? That is cloud. Let me get that. Cloud.trade1348.com. That is your login. You should have received an email with instructions on how to navigate to that platform, of which you get there, you click any ticker, and then you see this here. It's 1348 custom chart download. Just download the chart and hit save. All right. Let's see. Tabasco Dave got stopped out at 6%. See? Woo! That's dope. Check. I have 57 calls. Just dropped them. Ooh, okay. I can't give financial advice as far as like, what's happening here. But, oh no. What's today? What's today? Today's the 19th. Xavier Salazar, you get that indicator by joining our Discord, trade1348.com. All right, so my whole thing is Andres, you let this thing drop so hard. Why? 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 Let's see. I'm done with this one. I have no advice for you. You're beyond advice at this point, bro. Beyond advice. So what are we doing here? What else are we looking at, guys? Let's see here. Netflix. All right, let's go ahead and look at Netflix. Go to chart here. Netflix. Okay. You got 2 consecutive traffic lights here on Netflix. In this situation, we were playing it to the downside. I mean, yeah, that wasn't a good look, especially when you're expecting the RSI to come on down and breaks on up. You see, like, it literally just ran parallel to it. MACD is weak, right? But you have weak neutral on the ADX momentum right here, right? So when it's weak neutral, it hasn't really picked a direction. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Weak neutral hasn't really picked a direction. Tight EMAs and tighter RSI. Disgusting MACD here. This thing could just literally go sideways. Let's see. Netflix on the 5-minute looks sideways. Now, if you go to the 1-minute, you have a potential quick scalp up to the 200 maybe. But outside of that, I'm just chalking it up to just a lot of sideways action. Now, if you can collect some profit by breaking the 48 here on a 5-minute, by all means. But I'm not hanging out in this play much longer. Okay. Let's look at AMD. Whoa. Wow. Wow. AMD. What happened here? What happened here? You know what? It doesn't even matter. It paid. Let's go ahead and look at the 1-minute. The 1-minute also gave you a yellow dot here, which would have paid. Yellow traffic light. Damn it. Okay, yellow traffic light. Since you were already in a trend, you could look for opportunity in the 1-minute, right? And the 1-minute presented opportunity for you. All right, going back to the 5-minute. Woo, she's going down. But keep in mind, RSI right here, it is bearish. It is very, very bearish here. Not good. Not good for puts. Consider why did I just say not good for puts? Because you could have a technical bounce and center just running to the opposite way. Let's see. Tahoe Trader, you know what? That's probably sometimes the best thing you could do. You know, you got chopped up and spit out today. My rule is if I'm wrong 3 consecutive trades, I'm done for the day, right? You know, even if I lost 3, 5, 6%, right? It could be small amounts on a trade. I just step away, right? So step away, okay? Preserve your port. The risk is not worth the reward with AMD, no. Have you looked at Excel on the daily from the predictives? Let's go ahead and look at Excel Energy. Woo! Chart, daily. Woo! Okay, we got a predictive. We also got a traffic light. We also have a level. I'm going to mark this for you. That's a level, 6702. That's probably my first target before I start defending, right? So my first target from 6808, 6702. That's where I'm at. 5 minutes, not really giving us much. What are the spreads like on it, by the way? Newbie here. Alerts aren't really about to cross. What am I missing? You're a newbie here, but you're missing proper education. Jump into the Discord or even jump into platform and look at our curriculum videos. That's what you need to do. All your answers will be there. March spreads, they're better. All right, guys, check out March spreads if that's what you want to do. Let's look at, I love doing it.
Nvidia.
I love doing it. NVIDIA breaking past this level, right? ADX is saying weak neutral. What would that tell you in summation, right? It's weak neutral. So as long as it's here at weak neutral, which is also a level, I'm probably considering that this would be my profit area and just keep it moving. Xavier Salazar, if you join and you're joining just for the indicator, go ahead, sign up, right, and cancel later this afternoon. Do whatever the hell you want to do. But you're missing out on a lot. It's not just indicators. If you don't know how to trade, no indicator is going to save you. None. Absolutely no indicator is going to save you. So if you still want to go ahead and take the charge, go for it. Go for it. More downside on Google. Let's go ahead and look. Google is consolidating. I mean, it is what it is. It's consolidating here at this level. All right. NVIDIA is just literally consolidating here, right? We got weak neutral here and ADX momentum. So that should be your first sign like, hey, I'm not risking it anymore. Let's go ahead and look at SPY. SPY die more. Oh, SPY die more. Yams 1348. Take 1348 out of your name. You don't deserve to have 1348 in your name, bro. I'm messing with you. But just come on, man. SPY die more. The SPY has literally just been oscillating, right? This is telling me this is massive consolidation, right? The longer the consolidation, the bigger the move. You do have a level here. This could be a level of rejection or support, and then you get your bounce, right? So I'm not even thinking SPY down more. If I'm caught off guard, I'm caught off guard. But even as it stands, I am not taking this trade. If you want to trade this market and you're hesitant to pay the small price of this, then you're not serious about trading. Just my OG 2 cents. Richard Lopez, thank you for that savagery. And it's absolutely true. Now, at 1348, right, is an opportunity for you to actually make money. And unfortunately, you know, there's this mindset, there's this very cancerous mindset of like entitlement and it's got to be free. And I really don't understand that mindset. You know, like try getting a college degree for free. Can we get rid of the tickers with bad options? No, we can't. We're going to scan the whole entire market, even with the yellow traffic lights, so that you guys can assess, right? We're not going to do all the thinking for you. Let's see. If this was free, I would have taken it seriously. And neither would I. If this was free, do you think Algo, Hot Potato, Andy, Ivan, STV? I mean, I'm passionate about this shit anyways, but even myself, right? If this was free, do you think I would forfeit the money I actually make in the market to hang out with you guys all day and break this down? No, I would have super chats on and I'd tell you guys all nothing less than $1,000. Yeah, maybe. No, I'm being an asshole. Jumping off to the job, Green Day for me. I hope the same for each and all. James, dope. Like to see it. You don't want the game easier. You want to be a better player. That's it. I'm up 65% on the week. Even if you're paying, it's free. To Pasco Dave, that's a great way to look at it. Chocolate Bear, absolutely. Absolutely. I'm using your same chart layout, but mine doesn't look the same. For example, the MACD never crossed on the SPY. You need to buy real-time data. Was that ARCA, NASDAQ, and New York Stock Exchange? You need to buy that and add that to your charts as well. Dave's beating me in the challenge. Well, shit, I think Dave's beating everybody right now. 65% on the week. That's great, man. I love to see it. Okay. Back to the SPY, massive consolidation. Nothing to see here. BABA reversal. Let's go ahead and take a look at this here. Kelly, I see where you're going with this. I just probably wouldn't call it a reversal. Okay, guys, can we take a pledge here? Right. Let's not call anything a reversal or start thinking reversal until the indicators confirm that. So rules are MACD crossing below the signal with red printing on the histogram. And then RSI, obviously, below its moving average, but you want to see this cross below 50. Okay, so when those rules are met, then we can start considering reversal. That's what we're thinking, right? We're following price action. We're looking for red on the histogram, cross, et cetera, et cetera. The reason why I don't like to start thinking in my mind like, oh, it's reversal, is we've seen many times in the market where you have, you think it's going to reverse or reject, and then it just keeps running on you, right? So we're looking for surefire indication, and then we take the play based on that, right? I think by virtue of waiting for the indicator, especially with the yellow traffic light, it still gives you some meat on the move as opposed to, the bone, right? That's it. So, Kelly, I'm with you on this one, though. I like it. I like it. I just need more info. Let's see. There you go, Kelly. But still, man, I love what you're seeing. I need more info. I'm just like that. I'm a conservative trader. I got 3 minutes to wrap this up. So I was texted by someone a few nights ago, and they literally said that they were a better trader than me because I'm too conservative. And I shot that down. And I almost challenged this person to a trade-off, but I didn't want to give this person a platform. Because there was no way in hell. I do trade conservatively, right? That's the way you build wealth. Okay. Saying that you can predict squeezes or 4,000% gains, that is as bogus as a late night infomercial. And I will never follow anybody trading that way. I trade conservatively because I respect my money, and I treat your money like it's my money, right? As I've said before, I respect your portfolios probably more than you do. So pardon me if I'm setting you guys up for 5 to 10% winners, but for me, that's the strategy that works, and that's the strategy that keeps you guys in this community and keeps you making money, okay? Was I always conservative? No, I learned to be very conservative years ago. Losing my ass. Losing my ass. I've learned it many years ago. And the thing is like, when you get to that point where you're losing your ass, and where you're like, okay, where's this money coming from? And I have to keep putting money into this game to make it work, and then just thinking about the consequences of what would happen to me if it didn't work. A young man who made it for himself somewhat, and then just dumping his whole life savings into this game and getting burned. Man, that strained me up real quick, because I wasn't going to go back to powdered milk and peanut butter and jelly. I wasn't going to go back to, go back to New York with, my tail tucked between my legs and having to look at people in the eye and be like, oh yeah, I fucked up. Right. That wasn't an option for me. So, that's when I really started taking things very, very, very seriously. And the fact is, guys, the minute you start making money in anything that you do, you got to consider yourself a professional. That's it. Right? A professional. And as they say, the difference between professionals and amateurs, right, is amateurs practice to get it right and professionals practice to not get it wrong. You're professionals, you're making money in this game, you got to respect what the hell you're doing and respect your portfolio. Like, I know, I mean, it just sounds very, very arrogant, but it was something I heard. It was Jay-Z, once said, anywhere on God's great earth, I'll triple my worth, right? And I believe that wholeheartedly. Once you guys learn the skill and you're investing in yourself, you become unstoppable. You really become unstoppable. You start looking at people when people are just like, life is so hard, like I need another job or this, that, and the other. And you're just like, wait, really? That's it. This skill set will pay dividends. And in 10 years' time, there's gonna be a lot of you, that I personally would love to meet, but I know a lot of you stick it around for at least the next decade, you will have amassed so much wealth, right? So remember, this is Trade 1348. This is not a get rich quick system. This is a build wealth over time strategy, right? That's it. Anyways, I'm signing out because I have to do some errands and then I got to make it back for 12:30. But I love you guys a whole bunch. Just remember why you guys are here, right? Remember why you guys are here. If you don't remember why you're here, I don't care if it's your fucking dog or your cat because you're a fur mommy or a cat lady or a fur daddy or whatever the hell, your kids, your wives or whatever. Take those pictures and put them right in front of you. Put them on the corner of your monitors, man. Whenever you think about doing something fucking stupid, just remember that those people are going to hold you accountable, right? Because you're telling them like, hey, I'm doing something that might actually work. And they're looking at you. And they're looking at you like, we hope it works, right? They're supporting you. At this very moment, your loved ones are supporting you. Don't fucking let them down, right? At the end of the day, yeah, you're going to let me down and it's going to kind of hurt. But you're going to let those people down. And nah, man, you don't need to do that. So get them pictures, put them on your monitors, hold yourself accountable before you do something fucking stupid.